Yeah, you've read the title correctly. Life is not bad. The difference is that you are just bad at it. And there's a significant difference in between the two. Just because your life seems bad doesn't mean life as a whole is terrible. Realize this, It's easier for you to sit within the comfort of your excuses than it is for you to actually go and do something about your life. It is easier for you to hide literally within the comfort of your own mind's excuses. It's easier for you to sit there and come up with every single reason as to why you shouldn't do the right thing. Because deep down, the subconscious part of your brain knows what it should be doing, but you still don't do it. Why is that? It's because doing the hard things is hard. By the name of it, it's not easy to do the right things, but they're what actually leads you to the long-term progress, to the long-term growth, right? And I don't blame you for being like this. Genuinely, just a few years ago, I used to be exactly like you. When I was only a few years younger, brother, I used to be the biggest punching bag you could ever imagine. Honestly, I was short, I was skinny, I didn't really have anything going for me. I wasn't an interesting person. And overall, I just had this annoying personality. You know how some short, annoying kids behave nowadays? I used to be the definition of that. Back when I was 14, 15, my whole dynamic was that I would just be the class clown, the unfunny funny guy. You know what I mean? Where I'll just be behaving weird, trying to act funny, just to impress others, just to get them to laugh. Yeah, laugh. But were they laughing with me? Or were they laughing at me? Because that's also a massive difference. Most of the time, as I said, I would just make myself the biggest punching bag of the room. I would just sacrifice my own dignity for the sake of the gratification, the justification from others, this appreciation. Damn, I'm coming up with funny words. And overall, do you think I was happy deep down, knowing that most of my friends aren't my real friends? They just wanted to have this clown around them for entertainment. No. Not in the slightest. And there was that breaking point in around 2022 in which most of these fake ass friends just left me anyways, and I was just out on my own. Maybe I had one close friend at the time who wasn't even that close anyways. I ended up splitting up with him as well. I remember I broke up with my girlfriend at the time. Girlfriend. That's just how 15-year-old relationships look like, right? And overall, I was just in a dark place. I was still playing video games a lot. I wasn't exercising. I had basketball at the time, but I was nowhere near the level that I wanted to be. It was just something that I'll do maybe once a week. Go to this random hoop outdoors and just throw a whack-ass jump shot. Brother, I was not in the right place. I was hanging out with the wrong people. I was in the wrong places. And overall, I didn't really like where I was at. When I looked in the mirror, I just had this image of, oh my God, this dude ugly as hell. That's just how I used to view myself back then. I wasn't particularly depressed. Let me make that thing clear. But I just really didn't like where I was at the moment. But what do you think I did? At one point, I genuinely reached a breaking point. There was just one point in which I just said to myself, screw it. I'm gonna start lifting weights. I'm gonna start making improvements in my life. And that's when it actually skyrocketed. That's when the growth started to get exponential. I started to improve tremendously. I started weightlifting at around December of 2022, literally the last few days of December. So I start counting days from January 2023. And you know how most New Year's Eve resolutions go, right? Most people, when they start lifting for New Year's Eve, they give up after 2 weeks. Now, I didn't look at it from this mindset. I just wanted to train, right? That's why even though I started at the beginning of a new year, since then I was consistent. It's been over 2 years. And honestly, whilst I'm not the biggest in the world, I got some pretty good muscle mass, right? A few months after I started lifting weights, I also got into boxing because one of my biggest fears really was just getting into like a, a physical conflict, was getting into a fight, right? Because I'm not the biggest person. Back then I was skinny, but keep in mind, I was still the same height. So to this day, I'm like 5'7", which is 171 centimeters. I was small. I genuinely had no frame, right? So if somebody would try to fight me, right, they could just grab me and toss me to the other side of the room. I served no physical threat, right? And what's to this day, I don't like to believe I'm a war machine, right? After like 1.5 years of boxing, I'm doing way better. Like, I just feel more confident overall thanks to actually making improvements towards my life. I don't have this negative image of myself anymore. I learned to appreciate the things where I was at. Brother, I climbed my way out of hell. Perhaps not literally, right? But I made my way out of this negative state purely by taking the right action. Purely just by disciplining myself to doing the things that I knew were correct. That's what ended up skyrocketing my progress. Honestly, the thing with most people, the thing that bulges me so freaking much, at least nowadays, because I can still relate to you, is the fact that people know what they should be doing, but they just can't get themselves to do it, right? They sit there vividly knowing the task that they have in front of them, but still hesitating, still not doing it. And believe me, I used to be a very fearful person back in the day. But courage is not the absence of fear. It is the strength to overcome it. Now, I really don't want to sound like an annoying Andrew Tate kid, right? Because I know where we're kind of going with this, right? But I'm genuinely trying to speak some damn sense into you. Brother, nobody's coming to save you. If you're not going to believe in yourself, nobody else will. That's just as simple as that. A man cannot outgrow how he sees himself. You can try as much as you can, but you cannot grow past your own self-image. If you can see yourself making $1 bazillion within the next 10 years, you will make that. If you genuinely have the belief that you can do something, nothing's in your way. Honestly, this is the one thing that changed my mind, because when I see this typical advice online of believe in yourself, like, I just kind of cringe. Like, listen, I don't want to make this impression that I'm just a guy behind the screen. I still want you to see me as a genuine person, right? And I know what it's like watching most of these cringy self-improvement YouTubers. Like, I genuinely do, because I relate to you. I'm a human just like you, right? And when I used to watch the majority of this advice, it just didn't really hit. It didn't really stick to me, you know what I mean? I couldn't really resonate with it, but with this kind of approach, finally I was able to believe in myself, right? Because as I said, you cannot grow past how you see yourself. If you still see yourself in the back of your mind as not confident, you could have every single social trick in the book. You could remember every single conversation starter within the back of your mind, but you still won't be confident. If you don't see yourself as confident, you won't make anything, right? Same for weightlifting, honestly. If you bench 225, if you have like a 3-plate squat, if you're huge, but in the back of your mind, you still have those negative thoughts about yourself, you know, you'll be still obsessing about how your left pec is smaller than your right one and how your right bicep is bigger than the left one, you'll never be satisfied. Even though you already have what others have been working on for years, you'll still be unsatisfied. And you'll be stuck in this never-ending like loophole, almost like a hamster running on this wheel, right? You'll be stuck in that forever. And that's what I really don't want you to fall into, right? I'm genuinely trying to give you what's best for you. And the best way you can climb out of this state is just take action, brother. Life is not bad. Life is amazing. Once you finally make your way out of this negative state and you learn how to appreciate everything that's in front of you, everything will feel like a gift. Once you apply this mindset that everything in life comes with a lesson, it just becomes 20 times better, you know? Nowadays, people have been throwing rocks at my journey. Damn, why am I so stuttering? Nowadays, I've had so many ups and downs towards my journey. There have been times where the sub count's been dropping. There have been times where people legitimately try to take my channel down. It happened to me before, you know? But I look at every single one of these experiences with a genuine smile because everything came with a lesson, right? Every loss is a win, my friend. Truly adapt this mindset. Take everything that life throws onto you with a grain, maybe not a grain of salt, right? But take everything that life throws at you with this mindset. Try to learn from it. Try to take lessons from everything that happens to you. And you will see just how good life is right now. Me personally, I'm a religious person. I don't care which religion you're in, right? But the general mindset that I like to follow is everything that happens to me is purely meant to create me the person that I want to be. Because as of right now, you're not ready to be the person that you want to be. You're not ready to become the best version of yourself, right? There are still thousands of workouts you need to go through, like millions of hard lessons you're still going to have to learn on the way. But these are mandatory for you to become who you want to be. This is what you have to go through to become the best version of yourself. And as soon as I realized this as well, it just opened my mind, right? Life is not bad. You're just bad at it because you're looking at it from this negative perspective. I already said it, but I genuinely don't care. It is easier for you to be where you're at right now, having to sit in the comfort of your excuses. Keep in mind, the comfort. I draw a line under that word because it is so significant. Comfort. It is easy for you to come up with an excuse and not do the hard thing that it is for you to actually put yourself in front of this task and blaze through it. It is easier. But what's the better choice? Doing what's easy or doing what's right? Make the right choice, my friend. Stop constantly choosing the wrong tasks, knowing that they're wrong. Imagine your life like a video game. This is the stupidest example as we can get, but screw it. Imagine your life like a video game, like an action movie. If you had to play this movie in front of somebody else, like a story, respectfully, but would your story even be worth sharing? Or would it just be full of random, uninteresting experiences that nobody really wants to watch? Would your movie genuinely be interesting? This is just a thought for you to sit around and think with, right? Because I genuinely want what's best for you. If I were to put my life in a story, brother, it would be an action movie, honestly. And I'm not saying this as a brag. I want you to take inspiration from this, right? But just break out of this mindset. If you were to remember anything from this video, just break out of this mindset that, oh my gosh, life is so bad. Your life is bad because of your own choices. And choices is something that you get to decide on. You get to choose whether if you do what's easy or whether you do what's right. That's on you, my friend. So let's not waste any further time. I know this video's been kind of long, I usually don't go on rants like this, but somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it, honestly. So if you want to talk to me directly, or hanging around a community that genuinely understands what you're going through, please just join the Discord server. As simple as that. Discord's free. Discord is literally free. You have zero risk in at least giving us a shot. So it's on you. It's on you to do that, right? Here's my cat. My cat's doing mighty fine. I'm pretty sure you can see it. Comment the word cat in the comments as we always do. It's actually been a while since I told you to comment the word cat. Whatever. If I see a single cat in the comments, I'm going to follow back your account. At least I'll try to, because who knows, this video might blow up. You never know. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.